There we go. Here we go. Happy New Year to you too, Arnold. How you doing? Sorry, man. I had to fix the thing real quick. My bad. My apologies. I had to fix that thing because my other thing was acting up a little bit. But how is your day going? I gotta share this on my other thing as well. Copy link, and I need to put it on my Discord because I keep forgetting to do that. Hold up. Let me do this. Crap. Let me go ahead and put it right here. There we go. And did I put it here? Yeah, I did. But yeah, we should be good, chat. We should be good. All right. I need to get some water real quick. Hopefully, y'all don't mind me. I'm gonna give me some water real quick. I'll be right back. I just need to give some water real quick. Then I'll be back. For real this time. Hold up. All right, we're back. Hopefully, oh crap! It's the thing. The thing is blocking it. Okay, can I like? Oh, there you go. X that out, please. And I need like this thing to like hop out or something, please. Like, I'd appreciate if this thing was not too blocking my thing. All right, whatever. All right, so people, I'm letting the people know what it's going to be based off of so they know what I'm talking about. This is them just as a character. I'm letting people know this is just based off them as a character. In general. The other one right here, this is just the archetypes on like what archetype is good and stuff. The one right here is as followers. Now, the people that are as, like, how good they are with their own archetypes and stuff, it will be on the follower thing as well, except the ones that are up here. So I'm letting that people know that ahead of time, though. But we'll know what I'm talking about in a second, though. There you go. All right, let's get into it. And what we base this off of, mainly, we base this pretty much off of how they are as a character, not if they're likable fully. No, because if I did that, there's a lot of characters that are already going to be all episode of that. But we can go off of how much we like them as well, though. But like, we can't beat that much of it, though. But even then, that's what we have the follower thing for their how good their abilities are and how much we like them. But yeah. Anyway, moving on, we're gonna go to it. We're gonna get into it, the nitty and gritty of things. Let's just go. We have Ford in here. Now, I will say this. I did think it was a nice, interesting change with what Ford was. Like, Ford was, like, supposedly, like, he's such a great guy, but then he became a villain and stuff. I mean, I kind of liked that. Because he did what he did his job. He confused the audience, and then he did his job. So I can respect that. I can respect that, though. Now, I still hate him, though. Like, me and the dead homies, once you dead, though. But, I mean, we balling, though. My bad. No, that's not what I meant to do. Forden, I think, was a low-key, like a low A tier, though, in my opinion. Because I liked him being a villain to some degree. And all stuff. Because he was a part of the reason why I was supposedly dead or I was supposed to be killed. So we can always blame it on him, though. Because, well, technically we could blame it on Rella, but to be fair, Rella had no choice but to do it. Otherwise, her sister probably would have been dead. So, I mean, I can't be too bad about that. But he gets that low A tier, though, because he's just that dominant force, though. Basilio, here's my thing about Basilio, chat. I have not done most of his thing like that, but I did look into it, and for the best of both worlds, I will give him that B tier, that middle B tier, in my opinion. I did think that, you know what I'm saying? He's okay. I mean, it's not like his thing was, like, a lot great compared to some others, but he's okay, in my opinion. Batlin, I like Batlin, though. Like, I don't know if I want to put him at that low, the middle A tier, or if I want to put him at that very high B tier, because I do like his character, though. His character's interesting. He just wants an interesting change. He doesn't like it to be the same bland thing, and I can respect that. He's doing his thing. He's doing his job as a crier. He cares about the people, you know what I'm saying? He wants the best for the people, wants a good king. I can respect that. And he did do a lot of good things though. I'll give him a low A. If actually, I'll put him high B for right now. But if I need to put him at low A, I'll be okay with it. It depends on how the tier list is, but I would like to put him at like a low A though. So yeah, we'll put him at low A for right now. We'll put him at low A for right now. I do like his character a lot though. Brigitte. Now we're not talking about her follower thing, follower rank thing. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about her in general as a character. And I do still like her character regardless. Her character is a good character, in my opinion. So I would have to still give her like a low A. I liked her character. At the end of the day, I liked her character. It's just, what's what I'm looking for? I wish that we had gotten a little bit more out of her though. But I do like that she does care about people, helps out with the toys and stuff now, along with igniters and stuff, which is pretty good. I do like Brigitte, but just not much to put her S tier. But she's a great A tier, now, in my opinion. Adeni's cool. Adeni is cool. He's really cool. He is really cool, though. I will say that, though. And he is very acknowledging about, if when Yufa likes us. So, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He just wants his niece to not niece, but crap, her sister. Oh my goodness, I'm getting used to the other game. Oh brother, he just wants his sister to be happy, which I can respect that. We want our sister. We want our sister to really be happy. Yufa is definitely S tier. There's no debate about it. She's S tier. Now, is she better than everyone else and at the top of S tier? No, but she's definitely S tier though. Let's just keep it a buck. She kind of used the what's the Dracadillos to save us. Best girl in the game. We can keep going though, but this is just based off of the character. This isn't about their follower ability, which her follower ability, if we get to that, oh brother, that thing's a little but it's okay. We'll get to it later. But yeah, she's definitely S tier. She's definitely S tier. I love her as a character. Fabienne, here's my thing. And I know some people are gonna. I feel like she has the what you call it, the I'm not gonna say the Sainijima effect. I'm gonna say she had the Persona 4 teacher's effect. If y'all know about the Persona 4 teacher, let me show you real quick. The Persona 4 teacher. I'm trying to figure out what her name is. The one with the what you call it? No, Persona 3. Oh, it's Persona 3. You're right, Persona 3. My bad. It's Persona 3. I gotta remember it's Persona 3. The Persona 3 teacher thing. She has that kind of luck. Yeah, she has the Izako, is it Toribi? Yep, she has that effect. And if y'all know what I mean, y'all know what I mean. But pretty much the basis of what it is she has that effect. Where she's a really good character, but you don't really get that much out of her though. You don't get that much to do a lot of things with her in the first place. But there's another effect about it, which is she got done dirty, and she should have had her own. I feel like she could have had the healer thing with Maria and Fabienne. I feel like if that was the case, she would have been an S tier. I'm not gonna lie, she would have been S tier. Now, me in particular, I have to just give her that B tier, that middle B tier. I can't put her any higher than A or S because she doesn't have a social link or a follower link or follower rank or nothing like that. But her thing was with Maria, who's right here. She actually would have been S tier in my opinion. I just feel like they just did her dirty though, sadly. But hopefully later in the future they do good. Now Del or Fidelo, whatever you want to call him, homie is, I want to say he got done dirty though. He got done dirty, but I loved him as a character. He's worried about things. He's a serious guy. He want to make sure everything's all good and straight. Dude really risked his life to save me. They both did their best to save me. That's the crazy thing about it. That we were enemies, and then he went out there and helped out. Though I can respect that. And even then, I know some of y'all look about my Gabe. Y'all would always know I went to talk to him first of all the people, and I talked to him, and he gave me an item. He didn't have to give me an item. He didn't have to give me nothing. He cool though. But you're brothers, so we can just put y'all both together though. But I think I like Del more than Bass, even though Bass was pretty cool as well. But I like Del a lot more though. I will say that. Gallica, I think we just get Gallica an S tier. Gallica is what's the rank for? I think she's like the most less annoying like character out there compared to these other characters you have. The only thing I could understand people say is that in the fighting thing, when you're in like a bad weather thing, which I'll also explain what I like and what I hate about this game mainly, but that'll be another time. And I got the list right here anyway for what I like and what I don't like. But anyway, but yeah, Gallica's like one of the great characters out there that I can appreciate. That's a what you call it, a mascot for the game, if that makes sense to y'all. Like I just liked her as a character in general. I mean, you know, she is actually useful. She's actually useful for stuff. She actually helps you fight during boss fights. And her follower ability, which we'll get to that when we get to that, is really great as well. Even though it's iffy at times, but it's great mainly. And I love her as a character. You know, she got that little smirky thing, but she's not as annoying as the other ones would be, and she's really smart. You know what I'm saying? It makes things work out. And she doesn't repeat. She's not like Paimon that just repeats things non-stop the entire time like you're stupid or something. No offense to Genshin Impact fans, you know what I'm saying, that like her, but I'm sorry, I just don't like her. But yeah, Gallica's really great though. Really great supporter out there. Grius. Here's the sad thing about Grius. Grius got done dirty. He got done dirty by plot, and I can't be mad and blame him for being done dirty by plot. Now, him as a fighter, that's a different case there, where we can never say nothing about him being a fighter. He really just got cooked up in the saddest way possible. But like, I will give him like low B tier, like low end B tier, because we at least get some dialogue with him and stuff. We know that he cares about his daughter. He could have did better, unless I want to put him at high C tier, which you can put him at high C tier or low B tier. I just can't put him at S or A because of nostalgia. I can't do that. Heisman. We're not going off based off the battling skill though, because that would be for the other one. Heisman. I like Heisman as a character. You know, he had a dead son. You know, he just wants his son to be buried the right way. He got done dirty. You know what I'm saying, by unfortunate circumstances. His people just, you know, just don't want to give him a chance because he's an outsider and stuff apparently. I can respect him though. He's a man. I can respect a man like that. I can respect a man like that. He's definitely high A though. Or I can put him around this A right here. But I'll put him right here because I do like him as a character a lot. But I'll put him right here just because I liked Fordin's change of him being like a cultist villain kind of thing, where he's a cheater in a way, but he makes things work out and he wants to get rid of us, the prince. So yeah, I'll definitely put him there though. I'll definitely put him there. And I'm looking at my phone to make sure I'm not, you know, my thing and crashed out or nothing. Okay, this dude right here, yeah, he could be a D tier. Respectfully, actually, do I want to put him as C or D tier? Because, like, any candidate, let's get this out the way. Any candidate person is low-key around D tier, if not F tier. And the only one that gets a better benefit of the doubt is Katharina. So let's just get this out the way, but I'm going to get this out the way for some of these people. Because some people think these other things are good, but most of them are just kind of trash, I'm not going to lie. But for you, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hear my thing, though. It's like, he ain't got even fight for that, bro. I'm only fighting for equality. This man's like, no, I'm fighting only for the old people. Really, dude? Like, you fighting for old people? That's all you're doing? You're not fighting to make, you know, equality, justice, or nothing? Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'd actually want to put you at F tier, but there's a character worse than you. Anyway, Hulkenberg. S tier to H. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Alright, Loki would have said S tier. Because I love Hulkenberg. Like, I'm not going to hold you. I love Hulkenberg. Even though she eats some nasty stuff, look, I love Hulkenberg. You know, I love me some Hulkenberg. I'm not going to lie. I love her next to the other person. But we're going to still put her S tier. We still going to put her S tier. And I ain't going to lie. And I'm not even talking about her abilities yet. And that's because, honestly, we got it up here anyway. That's where we talk about ability stuff. But she's like the best take out there in the game. On top of that, love her as a character. I mean, do I need to go on? Royal Knight, and she gets the Royal Knight thing that she always wanted in the beginning. What can I say? She's a very great character. Very great character indeed. Juna, we're not talking. Okay, I gotta remember, we're not talking about the archetype. We're talking about the character. The character itself, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not care about as much. But here's my thing. This coming from a guy that doesn't really care about Rise as much. And I'm kind of like, but I will say that her character is a little okay. I will say it's around B tier. I just like these two a lot better than Juna, sadly. But she's okay though. I would say this for people out there, so they don't come out there try to hate on me in the comments. Look, there's nothing bad about Juna. It's just the fact that, but I do like her. I liked her what you call it, her follower rank thing better than like Ons and Rises and stuff like that. Because at least she wants to be a songstress. She's helping someone else out there though, and she's not being too much of a pain in the butt. So I can respect that, put benefit of the doubt with that. I just prefer Dell and Basilio. The king, chat, y'all might hate me, but I'm sorry. This man is trash. I'm not gonna hold you. I know someone's gonna be out there mad about it, but look, let's keep it a buck. And before anyone says another character that is technically the king, nowhere not counting him and putting him in F tier either. No, the other guy's actually way better. On top of that, this man really went out there, used the stupid king's magic, killed Grius. On top of that, and right on after that, not only the midget that he did that. Let's get that out of the way. But he also, and I repeat, he also went out there and almost got our friends killed. Let's just keep it. He almost got our friends killed. And on top of that, his magic isn't even all that great because Dracodios literally breaks through the king's magic. So he's even more useless. And on top of that, this man literally got his wife killed and killed himself and got himself killed for some other weird reason by Luis just to go out there and live his own life. I'm sorry, that's terrible. And he got the prince into the position that he's in because this man was like, oh, the prince is gone. Like, brother, no, you're trash. There's so many reasons I could go out there and put him at an F tier. He's still gonna be at F tier. Let's just get it out. Let's keep moving though. Because I don't want to keep roasting this man the entire season. I ain't trying to do that. But he gets better later. But I mean, I'm giving it for another character. You said I should give him a little bit for. All right, man. Look, I'll give him low D. But someone has to be an F tier. Someone has to be an F tier, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And who else gonna be? Actually, there's two people that can be an F tier. Actually, I think about it, but he's going to be at the low end of D though, because I like someone else way better anyway. All right. Anyway, this guy. I like this guy. He's stupid though. I mean, he gets killed anyway in Monteria anyway, so it's like justice served. he got his comeuppance. So I guess it's fair though. But he just cares about his public, even though he's not really a real guard or general or nothing. I mean, he's kind of trash, but I mean, he's better than those two. He's better than those two. He's definitely better than those two. I promise you that. He's definitely better than these two. All right, Luis Esther. There's no debate about it. I think we all can agree that he's Esther. Do I want to put him above Yufa though? Definitely want him. All right, there you go. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Luis is Esther. He is the most S tier villain of all times, bro. This man is a menace to society. He's always going to be a villain, and he will always stay a villain. He stays to his beliefs. He's a villain because he is a villain because the Elden place got destroyed. But I mean, he's out there boxing no matter what though. Dude's out there, he's still an opposing force until this day. He does not care about who you are. He's like, hey, look, you better be strong or I'm gonna kill you. And if you're not with me, you're dead. I'm like, I like that. He just keeps it real. He's not gonna lie to you. He's gonna keep it real. Like, yeah, nah, I don't care. Best villain out there. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's like one of the best Atlas villains out there in the world. The best Atlas villain. No cap, no debate about it. The best Atlas villain out there. And if anyone try to say Akechi, no. Akechi will get one shot by this man, most likely. We'll probably get dogged on by this man. Because this man has like straight up 3 to 4 stinking forms with the Royal Scepter, if you want to include that. And he literally fought us when he was injured by the spear. He has more guts than anyone out there in this whole roster about. He is risky. Same thing with the main character. Main character and him are just the same thing about. But yeah, he's one of the greatest villains out there. I'm not going to debate that. Alright, Loveless, and we got to keep it a buck. I didn't really give 2 cares about him. I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't really give 2 cares about him. Maria, definitely Esther. She's just like Nadeko, but, the version of her. But yeah, she's definitely a great character. She's always there for you, always supports you, always a high ride or die, no matter what to the end. And I'm not even talking about her follower request, which, if I talk about follower rank, she's definitely at the very top of that S. But anyway, keep it going. She's very great. I don't think I need to explain any more about her, though. This guy, I'm sorry. You only see this guy, I think, one time, I think. The only time I see him one time, him, and let's get Julian out the way, too. Him and Julian. Let's get both these two out the way. These two, I give no cares about. Because they only see him one stinking time. So, honestly, just based off that alone, I'm giving them F tier because you don't really see them that much, and they really don't care about it unless you just want to get them raw rank up. That's the basis I can tell you about it. Let me see. Is anyone else around that thing? You know what? Let's get these other people out the way. Let's get the candidates out the way immediately. Milo is hot trash. Dude only cares about beauty like he's Argenti. You're not Argenti. Stop trying to talk about beauty the entire time. I appreciate that. But I will say, you're better than the king. You're better than the king, though. Let me stop playing. You're worse than a damn king. Get your sorry to F tier. Anyway, let's see. Who else? Eugen? Oh, brother. Where do I begin with Eugen? You have the name Jen, and you disgrace that name. Brother, you is a thief, and you can't even do your job right. You always try to fight, and you out there trying to be salty because you want Luis to save your sorry time. Brother, you is trash. You're worse than the king. You garbage. You buns. You dookie water. Respectfully, you suck. Anyway, Lena cool. She at least run the fade though. I can respect her enough that she's around the C tier. She's around that Gria's level. I can respect her because she'll actually fight you in the Coliseum too. I can respect that. Even though it's stupid, I can respect that. All right, anyone else that's a candidate? Oh yeah, you're a candidate. You know what? I can respect you enough because you want to be a military guy and you want to, help the country. I can respect that. I can slightly respect that a little more than him. So I'll put you at least a higher D tier because I can respect you enough to that extent. Okay, now anyone else? Okay, oh yeah, and then there's her, which I think we're fine with this. Her staying here right now because she's actually one of the better ones anyway. Let's sort of include him into this, but he's good as well. Oh, but then there's Claudel. We'll talk about Claudel when we get to Claudel. We'll do that. All right, Rella. I actually liked Rella to some degree because I mean, she says, "Hey, I want you to go out there and help save my people from Heisman." We didn't know who Heisman was at the time. Heisman was just some big monster apparently, but Heisman's this guy right here, one of the GOATs of all times, one of the greatest. I would put him at S tier, but I can't be too biased. But yeah, she went out there and said, "Go ahead and capture him." We go out there and capture him. We think he's a crazy big dude. Nope, it's a small UGIF, and we're like, "Oh crap, it's a UGIF. We don't know nothing about this dude." Dude's cool. We beat his balls about it. It was pretty easy. It's pretty simple to the point. We knew how it was gonna be. We knew how it was gonna be. Something light. But we didn't know that she was a villain of her own, though. She had a literal baby out there eating people, eating kids and children. Like, what the heck was that? Not surprised she had, but yeah. And then, things happened, she got killed at the end, when, Ford was like, you know what, go ahead and kill her. So yeah, I can respect her. I want to say that she is around this tier. I want to say she's at that low B tier. I don't want to say she's like high C, but I actually liked her character enough that she at least put an impact on me. That's the only reason she's at that B tier, that low B tier, rather than C tier. Because she at least put an impact on me compared to Grius. No offense to Grius, though. But yeah. All right, the Prince. Now, let's just get this out the way. Now, if we're just talking about purely just only the Prince, when we didn't know who the Prince was, dude was gonna just probably have to get a C, if not a D tier. I'm gonna give it a buck. Now, if we're talking about the Prince together, when him and those two fused together, then we could say he's S tier without a shadow of a doubt. We could say he's S tier. But if we're talking about just purely straight off the Prince itself, the Prince will just have to get this. I'm sick and tired. But yeah, this guy is S tier. He's definitely S tier. But if we're talking about him, like I said, if you fused with another one, yep, S tier no matter what. I'm not debating that. And I think we know why. He's the main character. He's goated. Unless the main character was trash, then it's different. More, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I'm gonna say this. This right here, this guy right here, is S tier. And someone's gonna get mad about it. But look, here's my thing. I know I put the king at D and I put him at S, but look, here's my thing. He's goated. He's what I wanted a character to be, bro. He's like, you know what? My son. Hold on, do I have to hold up? I think some people don't know about it. Some people don't think about it. Hold up. Let me go back and put it on YouTube because look, that thing hit me to my core. Hold up. That thing hit me to my core. Go to YouTube. That thing hit me to my core. Okay, that thing hit me to my core. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. That thing he said hit my core. I'm going to show y'all something. Because that thing low-key hit my absolute core. I don't know how to feel about it, but it hit my core so hard. Okay, That thing hit my core. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all, chat. I'm gonna show y'all. That thing hit my core. The thing hit my core so bad. I always think about that playing in my head every single time. I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing hit me to my core. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. That thing hit me to my core.
Bye.
This thing hit me to my core. When we were fighting, that thing hit me to my core. That thing hit me to my core, chat. That thing was fire, bro. That's like your father saying, bro, you were my first reader. People have to understand. We had like a little back-to-back conversation fighting, even though he kind of got cooked, absolutely. But, like, he's just one of the great characters out there that I actually like. Because if you actually play the game, you actually get to understand more and more and more by the time. Stuff. And everything he tells you, I'm not going to spoil it for everyone out there that want to see it and play it. But, yeah, that thing hit my heart, bro. I'm not going to hold y'all, bro. That thing hit my heart. And it still does to this day. Now, Morris, you will just be a C tier. I'm sorry. Like, you were just there for a greater purpose for another person to be eaten alive. Like, yeah, have fun with that, Morris. Like, that's going to help you out. Anyway, Alonzo, S tier. No debate, S tier. The thing about it is, do I think he's better than Moore or not? Okay, we're not including, okay, that's right. We're not calling the follower thing anyway. All right, we'll put him here. I'm not going to lie. Anyone that's willing to die for your cause and come back to the brink of death to come back to show love, that's all I need to say. Like he just goated. Like, bro, I've never seen someone just go out there, get bodied, and then come back. Like, come on, bro. Like, this dude's too goated. He's goated for that. All right, Barden. Barden can just get the B tier treatment. We're not talking about the follow rank. Obviously, we're just only talking about the character. He's really good, but I just think he's kind of there. I mean, he just don't know how to lead that much. He's trying his best to lead his people. That's the best I can tell you. Now, Katharina, I like Katharina a lot more than Barden. I'll say that much. Did I get a text or something? Oh my, I got a text. On my Discord? Hold up. Let me check real quick, chat. Let me get a second. Let me check real quick. There we go. There we go. Let them know. All right, anyway. But yeah, Katharina's really great. I mean, you know, she's a ride or die as well. I mean, she does the best she can. You know, she just cares about the Papyrus people. And I can respect that. Actually, she's better than Judah. She's definitely better than Judah. My bad. She's definitely better than Judah. All right. Anyway, Gidex. I can't say the dude's name. Gudex. I can't say his name right, but I liked him to some degree. Now, here's my thing about chat. He just has lost potential to me only to the fact that we fight him one time and that's it. You don't fight him anymore after that, which is kind of ridiculous. I know he's fighting for, you know, Forded and stuff, but like, bro, I feel like I should be able to fight him right back. Like, I feel like if they did the thing where, like, hey, fight him, my man, fight him. And then he tried to stop me from fighting Gorilla, I would be okay with that. I would have been fine with it and go from there, but yeah. Yeah, he ain't just gonna do that. But, like, if we had got an ultimate fight with them, I would low-key put him at low A. But honestly, I just think he's just maybe around, I think he's a little higher than him, but, like, around that B tier. But he did get a good development a little later down the line, where he's a church priestess and stuff, and he wants to help us out to see the royal highness, you know, make it up to the high ranks. Then yeah, he was cool then. Yeah. Anyway, Gladell, for what he's worth, I do think he's B tier. For what he's worth, I do think he's around that low B tier. I do think he's around that tier. I don't think he's better than Gadex, obviously, because he was getting whooped by Gadex. It's kind of crazy. He was getting whooped by Gadex. This man was getting whooped by him. I ain't gonna lie. But I can't have no respect for you, bro. You was getting cooked by this man. But yeah, you are alright though. But you're not the best though. Norris as a character, I love him. A tier, love him. I love him. A tier. He's an A tier character. I mean, dude was a homie. I can respect him. I respect his grind. He out there trying to make the runner the best runner he can, doing the best he can with what he got. What can I say? He's goated. He's really goated. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but he's goated. Rella. I'm gonna be honest with chat. I love Rella. All the way what she did, and she was almost even a great villain kind of ish. She just wanted the best to see if what our character was ready for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will put her here. I'll put her here because she was just that good. She was just that amazing. She's definitely better than a lot of these other characters in this thing. I ain't gonna hold you. But just, she's only better by battling only because battling is a crier and she actually fights you and stuff. So, I mean, what can I say about that? Brigida, she cool. Brigida's cool. But yeah, Rella I think is really great. I mean, she fights you, icicle stuff, all that nice, good stuff. Fights with a dragon stuff. She's out there risking her life to see if you're ready to fight, which is kind of crazy, but I can respect it. Stroll, I like Stroll as a character. I think Stroll honestly is around that middle way. I respect him. He's just what I would think someone would be. He's kind of a mix of like Ryuji if he was like a noble. I feel like if he was like Ryuji as a noble and actually said for real or cussed or something like that, I feel like that would be Ryuji. That's me. Zorba for what he fully was. Zorba came back from the brink, because back then he was at that low-key, low-seat, but then he came back. He was there the purpose of a real threat. He did good. He's better than Glidell by for sure, and then he came up to around here. Because he actually did his role. He just really cares about Luis. He loves Luis. He is loyal to him. He's a ride or die for Luis. And I can respect that out of a character. A character that's willing to risk his life, his well-being to protect and love somebody. I can respect that. In general, I can respect that as a person and an individual. So Zorba, you're good, man. I respect you, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. Except you, y'all. Okay, except you two. We'll talk about you two later. You guys are trash. You're trash. You're trash. You're slightly above them. You're trash. There you go. You're at least slightly better. Y'all are just all significantly trash. Y'all have no use for the plot. Y'all are trash. I don't think I've seen any of y'all do anything decent at best. Y'all are trash. Ford is the only good one up here. That's because he was the main mastermind of this whole thing. Y'all four are hot buns and hot trash. Y'all do nothing for plot. Y'all suck at plot, and y'all shouldn't even be in the plot in the first place. It should just might as well have been Ford, and y'all suck. Or anyway, Tadari, I think this is his name. But Tadari is cool. I think he's a cool character. I feel like he just isn't better compared to other characters, but he's doing something for the plot. And Miss Elden Lady here, you have the best theme out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. You have that best theme, in my opinion. That theme was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you as a character, I liked you as a character. You told stuff out there. You let it be known. I can respect you enough to put you here. But she's around that B tier. But we don't get much of you. But your theme is good, and you at least can talk, and you're helping the prince out. You did something. And you helped out plot to understand what the story was. So you at least are useful for something in particular. Anyway, moving on. This is it for this tier list. Y'all can look at it. Y'all complain about it. I don't really care. If y'all really think Heisman should be S tier, I can hold up. Actually, let me think. Do I want to put anyone else in S tier? We're just talking about just character when it comes to this. I like Heisman's character, though. I like Heisman's character. Let's see. I know some people will this is already messed up, but hey. This is my tier list. Hey, maybe if he has a tier list, I'll actually ask him what his tier list would be if he plays the full game. I'll ask what tier list he had, and I'll show what tier list I had, honestly. Alright, but let me see. I think Luis is the best villain, so that kind of puts him at that S tier. Main character up here makes sense. More makes sense. We need to probably... This two could be intertwined. Yes, here... You want to put Gallica here, you can. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, I think this is reasonable. I think it's said reasonable. Unless you want to put Heisman above her, that's fair. Alright, let's see. He is the secondary best villain. He's good for what he's worth. Stroll, I think you could put here if you want to put Nurse up here, but Nurse is pretty good though. I would put probably Nurse a little higher than him, honestly. Rella's good. Batlin was good for what he was. Brigida's kind of good for what she was as well. We're talking about character-wise, though. So I guess you could put her at, like, around that high B. Unless you want to put her at low A. So there you go. So either high B or low A. Either way, you put her somewhere. So if y'all want to put her at high B, that's fine, though. But yeah, everyone else could be fine as is. And like I said, and I'm going to say this again so people understand this. For they ask me about any of these people, because I know someone might try to crash out about it. The king, we know why the king is up here. I've already mentioned it up there. I'm going to say it again. The king was trash. His magic was dog water. He should never use his magic to begin with because he was trash. He fumbled the bag when the Dracodeos was made, and the king's magic was still useless, and still they had to start fighting. So you might as well have got rid of the magic in the first place. Explain that. Fourth thing is, honestly, you got your wife killed, and you let the prince almost die to a curse, thanks to your other fellow subject who is right here that hates Eldens. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go out there and make this guy a leader so he can just kill all the Eldens. Which is, by the way, your wife and sons, your only son. Like, what the heck are you thinking? So that's why you're at D tier. You're lucky you're not at F tier. The only reason you're not at F tier is because these other characters are absolutely dog water useless, way more useless than you. Which actually, let's get that benefit of that. But honestly, I can't do that though because Boar is you, so I can't do that crap. So yeah, chat. This is the list right here, y'all. I go out there, weep and weep, moan and weep, whatever you want to do. There you go. Okay, now let's do the followers because the archetype's going to be a lot harder than it needs to be. So let's get this out of the way. Now, I don't think there's any really worse ones. They're just good ones, and then there's just the bad ones. All right, there, get out of the way. All right, now, Alonso, I think, is definitely an S-tier pick. Now, for some people that are going to ask, oh, why is he an S-tier pick? Let me explain. Alonso. Actually, yeah. And then we're actually going to start going back to from where this thing's at. Alonso's abilities are pretty good for what it's worth. Let me explain what I mean by this. By his abilities, I will say this though. His ability is one, of course, the Faker is pretty good because it has a lot of abilities. It has, the support things like, for example, like the Debilitate. It has Taronda, it has Secunda, it has Racunda, it has Secunda, Taronda, all that other good stuff. It has Myrmidon, I think, which is going to be really good for you in the later future when you start having to deal with the dragons, in particular. So yeah, you have that. The fourth thing, which is good, because it gives you a discount for magic shops, which are things like from Gloom Hall or whatever thing's called. So that's pretty good. Then you get that increase in monetary reward. That's also good. Then you have 7, which just allows you to purchase rare items. That's pretty good. Then you have the Grizzly, which makes you see the enemy's weaknesses with certain expectations or exceptions into the mix with it, which is pretty good either way, regardless. And so on and so forth. So yeah, he's pretty good. Now, is he better than a lot of other characters in particular? No, because he's going to probably lose that top S tier in a few moments though. But anyway, moving on, we're going to go straight to Barden in a second, wherever Barden's at. We're going to go to Barden real quick. Let's go to Barden. There you go, Barden. You're right here, buddy. Relax. I just need to get this. Doop. So I'm the only reason I have this up here is just to let people see how it's good without me having to look like I'm capping. Now, Barden. Now, I don't think he's good early, as early game as people think, because I think there's 3 of them that are really good early game, which is obviously the other 2 I will mention, but y'all see my point later. But anyway, obviously the commander rank ones are kind of General's pretty good when you get into it, so I'll agree with that. Third one is pretty good. Now the fourth one right here with the care package. The care package is actually interesting because it's actually good to some degree. Because sometimes it's good because you do get like an actual good MP item. It's very rare though, but you'll get a really good MP item. Most times you might get a Mongla pill or you might get like the sumptuous manga thing, which that thing is really good. And he will give you that at times. He definitely will give you that at times, which is pretty good if you get him early. And then you have Rapid Swapper, and oh yeah, Escape Artist and stuff like that. Escape Artist is pretty good, but Escape Master is going to be better. He's kind of like a Hifumi, if you know what that is. If y'all know who Hifumi is from Persona, that's probably your best bet of how you're going to know about him. And he's pretty good. Because Escape 7, Master 7 is really broken. Because you can escape at any time you want, and then you can always go out there to make sure you guarantee yourself a triumphant victories thing. If you don't know what that is, that pretty much is like Persona 5 you get like a perfect and you don't get hit or nothing. And you knock them all down quick. That's pretty much what that is. But yeah, Rapid Swapper 6 is pretty good because it's like SMT 3 with it. So it's pretty good to its own degree. So it's pretty good there. And that's mainly all you need to know about it. But I do think that it can be S tier if you want it to be, but I think it's just mainly high A tier. I think it's good to be a high A tier. Because it's really good, though. It is definitely really good, though. And I would put it at low S tier, honestly. If it comes down to it, I'll put it at low S tier. Now, here is the point where this is where I think this guy might be D tier. And I know someone's going to be like, oh, but why is Basilio might be D tier when it comes to archetypes? Don't get me wrong, Berserker to Destroyer, which is around 6, it's good. But his charge ability is good. We can all agree with that. But I'll talk about their what their strengths are and what I feel like it's the best thing for them when it comes to that time at the very end game and stuff. Maybe the beginning game and so on and so forth. But that's if you get the character. But usually some of them are at late game anyway. So let's keep it going to at least this part so people understand. Now, the evasion from this. Now, this is the problem right here. I never really used Basilio for evasions against beasts or humans. I never really had. And I think it's okay-ish, but I don't think it's all that great compared to just doing Masakukuja and then just doing Debilitate or doing something that just lowers our evasion, so on and so forth. That's just me. Mm-hmm. Alright. And I'll explain what things I've used for other characters. Because now, I know the Stroll one, some people are going to be confused why I did it though. Why I picked the healing strat for Stroll, which I understand people confrontation with that. The only reason I didn't do the samurai thing or the other thing like that first was because like I needed a healer. Hulkenberg could not be the healer because she was the tank. And then whoever the other character was the character that was just kind of like, I think it was Heisman. And I think Heisman with the Plunder HP, if I didn't use the Plunder HP thing or the Plunder MP thing, I would have been cooked because I didn't have enough MP to begin with. And I kind of sold myself on that thing. So I was kind of like, you know what, I might as well stick to it. But yeah, anyway, besides that point, I didn't just care about it as much. The only time I cared about him was when he had a charge ability, which was pretty good. Because in late game, if he had that early game, oh yeah, he was obliterating the competition, no cap. But yeah, we understand how it is. But honestly, I don't think that his thing was all that useful compared to some other people. If you want to say it's C tier, that's fine. I just think that putting it at D tier at the moment is the best play, honestly. But I just didn't care enough about his abilities much. Now, Brigitte, who is the next best, early best game thing out there in the world. Let's go over here. Now, this is Brigitte. Wait, hold up. Brigitte is right here. All right, there we go. Now, Brigitte's thing is pretty good. And I'm going to let y'all know why it's important. Because if y'all like Igniters, you can get that in rank 2. Okay, that's not good enough. Okay, that's fine. Okay, how about Merchant rank 3? You can, improve your exchange rates every time in the manga exchange, which makes you get more stuff in the process of it all. That's pretty good. That's not good enough for you? Oh yeah, they get to sell more variety items, which are going to be a lot good for you, just in case something happens. Thank you, appreciate that window thing. I appreciate that. Anyway, keeping it going though. C5, you get a discount for any weapon, armor, and igniter shops. So that means any shop that you go to that has armor in it, or weapons in it, or the igniter shop, which is the Lycon igniter shop thing, you get more of a discount for it. Then guess what? Then obviously, you're reducing the mag of it, the cost of it, which makes sense. That's why I'm not saying much about it. Then 6, which is you can improve it even more and more, which is pretty good. Then there's 7, which is, you get a crate with funds, which is 15k every time she comes up to your screen. You get 15k. My bad. You get 15k. 15k for that thing alone in itself. You get 15k each and every time. I'll let y'all know about it because I had the bounty. So, right. So yeah, then they further get more weapons for it. That's all on 7. Then you get Tycoon, which Tycoon is pretty amazing. Because I think you can boost up your almighty attack with this, I think, as well. So it's pretty good. So it's pretty good. Anyway, S tier. You say is she better than Alonso at least? With Alonso, I would say that she's better than him. In my opinion, she's better than him. Alright, Katharina. Okay, let's go to Katharina so people understand, because I got to do it so people understand, and then I can go from there. But Katharina should be up. There you go, right here. Perfect. Thank you, Katharina. I appreciate it. Okay, Katharina is okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. She has a good strike ability thing and stuff, but it's just kind of to me. I mean, I didn't really use the fight the martial artist as much either way. The pugilist, I didn't really do as much, and plus you had to I only played brawler a few times, and that was only because I had to for the Coliseum, and also because I tried it because I wanted to see how good a strike build was, which is still decent, but it's just not bad compared to other things as well. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and explain this. The rank 3 at least. Rank 3 is pretty good because you get to have more money for every bounty you do. So if you do a lot of bounties, you get a lot of money for it. So that's 3. That one's pretty good, right? 5, which is you get to explore some locations of the items that are unexplored, which I think it helps out with hold up, what does it help out with? I'm trying to figure out what that helps out with. Does it help out find what you call it? Nursing. If it helps with nursing, that's even better. Because if you get nursing stuff, guess what? You get to get his rank thing done. So it's perfect here. Let's see, what else we got here? We got the skill inheritance not for that's just makes sense. The same thing. You get a reduced price for the general store, that's pretty good in its own way. Then you get the display the location of treasure chest in unexplored areas, which can be useful in its own degree. Then rank 7, which is pretty much, she'll support you in the party, which she'll do that. I mean, I can show it on my, for my streams, because I've done it. The only ones I haven't got a chance to do was Basilio, and I've looked at his up anyway to see what it looks like. But it's pretty decent. And then 8, which is this stuff. Which I will honestly say that she, when it comes to the ball grab, I think she's at that high B. Now, if you want to say she's low 8, that's fine. I do think she's at high B, though, because she's pretty good with what she's doing. Now, Yufa. Now, this is where my baby girl gets cooked at. It's where she gets cooked at, sadly. Oh, wait, my bad. My bad. I gotta go back down. Okay, where is Yufa? There you go. Perfect. Thank you, baby girl. Appreciate it. All right. Now, here is where she crumbles. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Anxiety. This is the problem I had with her. As much as I love her, this is the problem. Was anxiety. This thing, I'm sorry. It's rare that you'll get anxiety in, I think, the end of the game. The only way you'll get it is, honestly, if you fight the boss. I think the very end of the boss. Or, I'll say this, or if your attacks get repelled or anything similar to that aspect, which most times it's going to be rare sometimes. But I mean, I still got to think level up anyway. But yeah, unless it repels or anything like that, you're not going to get anxiety that much. So it's kind of like, Now, it would be different if it says reduces the chance of getting hit with ailments. Then this thing would be good. Or with certain type of ailments. Like, for example, if it said anxiety, hex or something like that, or had like 2-3 things up there in the process of it, I feel like it would be great. And then it had, further reduce those aspects. Then I think she would honestly be at like high B, if not low A. Very low A. But it's not that, it is just terrible. And honestly, it's almost worse than this dude. The reason why this one is not bad as this, because at least anxiety is something that the boss at the area end has, I think, to throw against you. But even then, Hulkenberg handled that anyway. So let's get that way. and then I'll explain everything else. Gallica, which I think is at the very top, which we'll go ahead and go at the very top so y'all see it. Oh crap, my bad. Gallica's at the very top, obviously. There we go. Gallica, here's the thing about it. Gallica's is very great to have. Now, and we're not going to put the benefit out and say, oh yeah, this and that, because her thing is mainly done due to the main story. It's not something that you can actually go out there and do. It's kind of like Morgana's. So yeah, either way. So anyway, let's keep it going. The mage ability, yeah. Now, I'll tell you how good the abilities are. But yeah, anyway, let's keep it going though. The fallen rank, which is, oh yeah, you can hear their voice, even from far away. Which means you can always tell when they are ready for you to talk to them, or they might want to talk to you. So that helps out. Now, Wizard 3, makes sense, it's another thing for it. The enemy analysis in squad battle is more detailed. You know, she tells you more about the enemies and all that stuff. It is more detailed with how they explain it. It's kind of complicated. I don't care about it as much, but yeah, it's okay. The fourth one is pretty good because it lets you see the details of the dungeon, and you can hold L2 if you're on PlayStation, and then go from there. So it's okay. Then you have 8, which, oh my goodness, 8 is so amazing. Because, you want to know why 8 is so amazing? There's 2 to 3 reasons why it's amazing. Because one of them, I think it is Master. I don't know about Warlock, but I think I think it's Warlock. Warlock, I think, gives you Hyper. And Hyper does a lot of damage for... So think about Concentrate, because there's another Concentrate in this game, but think about Concentrate for like SMT3, and it gives you the ability to like actually do a lot of damage and stuff, to double the damage and stuff. That's pretty much what Warlock, I think, with Hyper has. Concentrate in the game is just pretty much boosting up your attack the entire time to rank 3. But yeah. And then you have the squad battle thing, which makes you gain extra turn icons. Now it's very iffy at times, but it's pretty good when you have it because you get to do more turns. It's kind of like having Soul Scream. Not Soul Scream, but I don't know what the other one is. It's Soul Cry, and then Soul Scream, and then there's the other one. The one that has 2 up there. But with Soul Scream is like the one that have 4 in there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty good. I like it. And honestly, I think she is at a very good high A tier. That's why I think she's at the best at the very high A tier. And if you want to say she's S tier or low S tier, that's obviously fine. You can put her at low S tier if you would like to, because her ability is pretty good. But you have to wait very much to the end of it to be able to use it. Now, Heismay. We're going to talk about Heismay. Heismay. This man can tell you where the enemies are at in the map, and you can scan it from a far distance. We don't care about the reserve thing, because anyone can usually get that. And then you get 8, which 8 is very late at the thing to figure out, but you get 8 where you can ambush the enemy that are stunned enemies. You can do a lot of damage against them, which is pretty good. But yeah, I would give it a high B, if not around that, still that low A tier. But there's not a lot of stuff that makes it useful, but he's very high B. Now I'll talk about their characters later, but yeah. Hulkenberg. Now let's talk about Hulkenberg. Is Hulkenberg? I think she's right there. Trolls at. My bad. Yep, right there. My bad. Hulkenberg is great. Rank 2, she can defend the protagonist from getting hit with his weakness. That's pretty good, right? If you have her on the field, which I always had her on the field against any boss fight I think I fought. So yeah, she has one good thing. All right, let's look at the next thing. Now, the other one, which is, okay, she protects the enemy from his own weakness in general, but makes it a high probability for that. And I think they do it multiple times, depending on how it is. But it's pretty good. If they get hit with a crit or hit with a weakness, then it's one single thing, you're safe, you're good. And most of the time, either way, if you just do Knight's Proclamation, usually the enemy will just start crashing out on you, unless, and I'd say this very big unless they are a boss that you gotta do that against. But yeah, she's pretty good though. But I would say that she is around a higher B, because she at least is protecting your character. But honestly, if you wanted to switch it like this because of the follower thing, that is perfectly fine. Honestly, I would not mind. But we're not even talking about the characters yet. Not characters, but we're not talking about the how good the characters are with their own things, which I'll talk about after I do this thing. Juna. Okay, let's look at Juna's real quick before I say anything, because it's just a follower thing. Then we'll talk about the other thing later. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. There you go. Stop right here. Thank you. All right. Now, here's the thing with Juna. The Triumph him, for some reason, in the beginning when she had Rake 2, I could always, feel the ability. I could see the ability was working for me. The problem is, afterwards, after I was out there getting Hulkenberg up and all that stuff, I've never seen her do the Triumph's him. I've never seen that thing work fully, because I look at my MP, I'm like, bro, my MP ain't going up. They went rank 8 with it. I didn't get the thing up, and I don't know if her ability just stops after a certain while, though, but I'm not trying to be too bad at her or bash her the entire time. It just felt like crap. It almost felt almost as useless as Yufa, and Yufa's my baby girl. I love Yufa. I want people to know that. That's my queen. That's my baby girl. I like her. Now, if her thing actually worked, I actually would give her like a B tier. If it worked. But it ain't working. So I'd have to give her a high C. That's the problem. The only reason I'm giving her higher than my baby girl here is because at least with her, her thing actually worked at the very beginning. She or her thing worked at the beginning. Like, come on now. Now, all right, now Maria definitely has her. She's definitely at the highest tier. I don't have to discuss it, but I'm going to discuss it for y'all anyway. Yeah. Let's go here and let's explain why I put her. Whoop, there you go, baby girl. There you go. Boom, there you go. All right, now let's explain why. Excluding the fact that she has one of the best healing things out there, which obviously is the healer. That's the only healer thing you're going to get. That's made it the best in the world. But let's just keep going with that. Let's keep pushing with this though. Let's keep pushing with this though. So not only does she get the best healing items out there, but she has a post EXP thing, which that's good. The post battle EXP is very good. Let's keep it going though. She has one with that. Then on top of that, the cooking thing, which means when you cook, when you're in a runner, which means if you're going to a dungeon, going out there to fight someone, either or when it comes that chance, guess what happens? When you go out there, you cook the first time out there, however many times you're cooking, your thing does not stop. You do not go to the next thing yet until the next one. Which, by the way, even if the game will tell you now, but you can't do that many. But yeah, you get to go out there and do whatever else you want for free. Whether it's doing courage, whether it's doing the imagination thing, whatever you would like to do, you can go ahead and do that. So it's like another chance to get another free time to do whatever you would please. Very great. Now, then you have rank 7, which is increases post-battle XP more, which is pretty good, especially if you're trying to grind and level up. You would definitely need to level her up and get things up, and it's easy to the point. Then another thing, on rank 7, you get to make an additional dish you made, which means if you did 5, you can get like 7. Not 5, 7, but you can get 6 of them, and it works every time. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? But that's what's good about her. She can just keep on giving you items, give you pull-up CXP, and it's pretty good. In my opinion. That's why she's definitely has tier. She's definitely higher than these 3. As much as I love them. But yeah, it is. More, crap. I gotta go all the way at the bottom of this one. There you go. Because I want people to actually see it so that people don't think I'm trying to cap here. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Alright, we go up here, we go up there and see how it is. Now, this one with rank 1 is pretty good. It's pretty much just anyone gets a persona or archetype thing, so that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You got rank 2 right here. The archetype tree thing is very useful here. It's pretty good. So doing all right? What about you? I'm doing okay. I'm just doing this tier list because I beat the game, so I'm out here just shedding my words of wisdom here. I'm shedding my words of wisdom. You know how it is. This thing's really amazing. You don't have to go out there to go to the guy to do that stuff. The only thing you need to go to the guy for is what's the thing called? My brain is not thinking about what the thing is called. I'm trying to remember. My brain's not thinking. Oh yeah, the seeker and the mask thing. That was the only 2 things you had to worry about going back to. And that's about it. Everything else you just go out there and do it your own. Like you want to level up your own characters or level your thing, you can just do it instantly. So I bet, yep, I'm just doing that. Just make it out there, show these people how to go. Things go. And then ability forecast, rank 4 is good. If you don't look up the internet, rank 4 is just amazing to have because you can just go out there, look up what you need, and go from there. So honestly, that's why I say rank 4 is just iffy. Depends if you look at the internet a lot, but yeah, it's pretty good though. Then you have rank 8, which is pretty good, which is increasing archetype stats bonus by +3 when channeling it, which means anything you do is +3 for every stat bonus, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I low-key want to put her... Actually, can I put you higher than him? I'm trying to figure out. You know what? For right now, I'll put you at top 3. But yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You do so. You do so. Nurse, I'm keeping it a buck though. I think his thing was pretty much mid. I'm not gonna lie, Nurse is kind of mid. When it came to the follow request thing. Oh, can I please, for Pete's sakes, can I please go up? Okay, hold up, let me do this. There you go. I think Nurse was kind of mid low-key with that. Let's go here actually. Here's the thing. Now, here's the thing. I love this Bombardier, and I love this Bombtastic Bombardier, which was only when they're in the Gauntlet Runner. Enemy's got to be in the Gauntlet Runner. Whether it's a candidate or not, they had to do it. They take damage. You know, it's pretty good, right? The gunner sniper stuff. I'll talk about that when I get to the other tiers over here. It's good. It's good. Pretty okay. It's pretty okay, right? Right? And then this thing just made me disgusted of why he can't just be at a good tier. Now, let me explain this, chat. Here's my gripe with rank 7. Here's my gripe with rank 7. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind increasing the plant thing being harvest by what? I don't mind that. The problem is though, once you do the plant culture, what's it called? Chamber thing. Yeah, you're getting 2 of them, but guess what? It's not like you're getting anything much after that, because you literally just skip your day after that. It is not that useful. I'm keeping a buck. And you want to know why it's not useful to even do this in the first place? The reason it's not even useful is because if you just grind out, you literally could get way more than what they give you. Like, literally, if you literally just have your thing mage at just max level and don't level up your thing at all, you can literally just go out there and just spam, like, you just go out there and just beat up everyone out there. Do the same cheese. And I'll even show y'all. I'll even show y'all real quick. I'll even show y'all for the people out there that think I'm capping. You know what y'all can do instead of doing that? Let me show you what y'all can be doing. Alright, now let me show y'all what y'all can be doing. Now, is it this one right here? I want to assume that this is this one right here. And what you could pretty much be doing is this. Hold up. I'm trying to look at this because this is that whole long loop thing. Hold up. Is this one where I fight? Hold up. I'm trying to figure out. Where's the one I just instantly just go out there and just start grinding? Going fast with it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, right here. You know what y'all could be doing? This is what y'all could be doing. You go up there. You keep going. Guess what? You fight this guy. Bow. If you're just higher than 3 levels of them, you just literally do this the entire time. And you get more EXP doing that than going out there and doing what they're doing. So, like, it just don't feel like there's no point in doing it. And you'll get EXP way more than just going out there grinding rather than doing the neurist treatment where you go out there and just get the plants up. Now, if they had said, oh, you can do this and you didn't have to worry about increasing level, but you could just go out there and it's just not the what you call it, the day hasn't gone by or elapsed during when you do this, then I will put them at A. But no, that's bad to the point where I just don't care about it. Beats her. Now, Stroll. I think it's A tier though, but hold on, let me check real quick for people out there that don't know about Stroll. If you don't know about Stroll, think of him like Ryuji, but a royal, more mature Ryuji that just beats up the competition. Because, look, y'all don't think that rank 2 be meaning much? I didn't think it meant much either. I had him at just rank 2. I didn't level him up until like the very end of the game because I just mainly had healing thing. But let me tell you this. Let me show you this, chat. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. And it's at the very end of the boss fights. Let me show you what damage he did. And I didn't even grind on it. I'm going to show y'all what his damage looking like. And I think I'm going to show that on TikTok as well.
Okay. If this 8,000 again, ain't gonna lie, he might show.
So I want y'all to see how much damage he does. This is when I. Okay, here's what I did. I charged my power up. I charged, and then I did this move, and I think I made I made his defense and evasion low and all stuff. I want you to look at this, and this is very near the end. This is very much near the end, and I went out there. Look how much damage this guy does. And if he crits, it does more. If I even have the crit damage thing, and I didn't even have that up there, so I could have made him do 16k, or if not, I could have made him do 18 or 20k. I probably could have even did more.
I need to be S there.
And I did that. 8,500 damage. And you think I'm done with that? You think he didn't do more damage than that? Let me show you something. He did a lot more than y'all think. He did a lot more than y'all think. He did a lot more than that. He did a lot more than that, which is kind of funny. He did a lot more damage than that. I'm going to show y'all in a second.
Oh.
How much damage he did? I'm going to show y'all, chat. If it's the,
Oh, yeah, you're kind of cooked, buddy. But yeah. And I hope you don't mind if I just do this.
And look at this. Crimson Moon Art. Oh, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's not the right one.
Nope, actually.
Okay, he did this turn.
Let's just see. Let's see. I can just do anything else.
Yep. See the Dragon God? We made the attack and defense low.
Oh yeah, let me see some damage real quick.
And right here,
Let me see some damage.
he did 10k damage. He did up to 10k damage. And I didn't put no equipment on him to buff that. What am I supposed to say about that? And it was amazing. Like, what am I supposed to say about that? So if y'all think of that crit though, it means something. Trust it. If he crits, it does a lot of damage anyway. And he greatly increases the human type's attacks, and it goes from there. And I was even whooping up daggone the other guy the entire time, which was the other boss. So he's really good. Now, anyway, let's go to my other thing, which is pretty much me saying, oh yeah, how much, okay, are they really worth the grind? You guess, if you can make him work and you grind him up to charge and do destroyer, he's pretty good to some degree. Now, is it optimal? No, but it's something. Yufa, it's not optimal, but if you have Royal Summoner, I think I would recommend you having it just in case if your whole team goes down, you can just revive them all back up. Excuse me. Juna, I think she's optimal because like if you do the ice strat or if you just go out there and do the other strat, you're pretty good. And she's pretty good if you play her outright. Now, I don't really care about her as much, though. But, yeah, she's mainly good against bosses that just repel or just get through other attacks. You just go out there and just make them not be strong against it and be weak against it. And it goes from there. But someone else does that role well anyway. All right, now, Hulkenberg. She does her job well with the Knight ability. Her Knight ability is pretty good. Knight's Proclamation is pretty good. All that stuff is good with her. I'm just letting people know that. And I think she's the main reason I really hard carried, because if I didn't have her, I wouldn't probably hard carry. There's a lot of people I needed to have. And then Heisman. If I want to talk about Heisman with the dodge ring, if you don't have the Royal Thief thing, broken. Absolutely broken. He has the best agility in the game. I think he has like 97, if not 99 agility. Very broken. Especially after the Royal Thief thing. Very broken. Troll, if you have him as a great warriors or whatever, great swordsman or whatever, broken as heck. And main character is just the main character. I mean, I think we all understand that. All right. Anyway, keeping it going, and keeping it pushing. All right, let's Control W here, Control W here. Now this is where I got to go out there and go slow in style to let people know what abilities they have, because I can't go out there and go for every character. So yeah, we're gonna have Seeker, Warrior, Mage, all that stuff. We're going in order with this because there's too many of these archetypes for me not to talk about. Me having to suffer on it. Yeah, and then we can get rid of this. And then we can actually stop here afterwards. So, yeah. Wait, who that texted me about something? Oh, that's fine. I'll talk to her later. All right, bet. Now, this is where it's going to get rough, chat. It's going to get rough here. All right, Seeker, which is this right here. The Seeker stuff is right here. As y'all see, that's Seeker stuff. Now this is the beginning stuff. Now this is I'm gonna explain if is it worth it to grind out and max out level up or anything of that nature. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a good win. It's a wind attack day, which is this is the main character stuff. This is the main character stuff. I'm letting y'all know that this is the main character stuff. But yeah, a wind attack that's weak. It's fine. You know, it's just beginning. It's fine. You know, then you have a single recovery. Single line thing is pretty okay. Terakukucha is good. You know, a weak slash damage attack. It's pretty okay. He's got something going. Cyclo, which is a good medium wind attack for enemies, and then Tetra Brick, which is pretty good when you go into another fight, which you'll know later. But yeah, for what it's worth and what it does, I think it's unique. It's unique. I don't think it's like high B tier, but it's unique in its own way. Now, this one is the other one, which is Magic Seeker, which we're going to go off in order of that. This is the Magic Seeker one, which I don't know why it doesn't just tell me Magic. Oh, it just says Seeker, but it's Magic Seeker. This is the Magic Seeker one. Oh, it's right here. My bad. I couldn't see. It's just the fact that this thing blocks everything. Okay, move out of the way, please. Thank you. All right, Magic Seeker is pretty unique in its own way as well. It's just slightly better in general, and it's okay. Now, I don't know why they don't just have the synthesis stuff in here. Which there's some synthesis stuff in there, it'd be good. But like, I guess we're doing it without synthesis. But I'll talk about that in a later second, I guess. But yeah, I think honestly, Naturally is just slightly better. It's just better because you know it's the better archetype compared to the other thing. And then I think we go to Soul Hacker, which Soul Hacker is next anyway. So let's just get the Soul Hacker one up here, and I'll just explain about that. Which Soul Hacker is pretty much right here. So here, which here's some good attacks now. Now Void Wave, which is heavy wind damage for a single enemy, and decreases their attack. So it'll seem familiar to another girl in mind, but yeah, it's pretty good. Heavy wind damage to all enemies. It recovers MP for each hit. Now it's not like a multiple hitting thing where it just if it hits you once, it hits you again, and hits you again, and then gives MP. It hits one time and then it recovers MP, which is still good though. Heavy HP recovery for a single ally, which is pretty good, you know. It's pretty interesting. Adventure Curiosity, which is very good in general for, you know, crit rate stuff. Because this is a synthesis ability as well. Some people don't know. But if you're not that strong enough, they give you a synthesis ability for the other things, or the other said things. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, then you have Heavy Fire damage to all allies, and it recovers MP. Then you have Hate Riser, which is pretty good. Obviously, we know why. But it's only for, like, obviously for a single enemy, but it makes sense. It is for 3 turns. Then you have this right here, which ignores resistances, which is pretty decent. And that is where I would give it an A tier at. I would say S tier, but like I don't think it's S tier because you have to get that away. And let's get this also out the way, but let's go back to Warrior, I think, right? Or is it yep, it's Warrior. All right, now Warrior is interesting to a degree. Heat Up is pretty good. Triangle Slash is okay. This is okay-ish. Low hit rate, but all hits crit slash damage. If you can stun them, you can hit this move most of the time and it works. And then increase slash attack. I think this is just naturally a little bit better compared to the other thing. I will say that this is a C tier. I mean, well, I mean, it's just an iffy thing. Seeker, then here, then here. There you go. I think Warrior naturally is a little bit better than Seeker. It's the only thing that Seeker has actually has a little bit more viability. My bad. I forgot. It has more viability. My apologies. It has more viability. My apologies. All right. Now, when you get this, the basic attack is 50%, which if it just had 30% slash and then 40% of the low slash, it would probably just be broken beyond all repairs. An increased evasion of slash attacks. You can do a weak slash attack for all enemies, which is pretty naturally good. Medium for everyone and high for everyone. So it's also interesting here, but yeah. Which let's go to Swordmaster, which that's Swordmaster. So let's put that at a higher B tier. I think it's a little better than Seeker when it comes down to it, but it's not by much though. It's kind of like saying that, you know, that trash is just better than absolute trash or something like that. Can we get this out the way, bro? Like, look, man, they have to show me about daggone singleness. Like, brother, I don't even trying to see my singleness out here. But dang. Alright, anyway, and then you have the samurai, and I think the samurai is low-key one of the very good ones out there. Because you have a big medium slash attack, which is fine. You can deal with that. Then you have a heavy physical electric damage to all. Then you have a thing where it boosts your attack at the very end. Then you have concentrate. Very good one. Then you have this one, hidden invasion. That's pretty good. Then you have the passive to do this. Then this one to where you not dodge. And that is where you get the A tier. This is what the A tier, folks. This is the A tier. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there you go. This is the low key like the A tier because you're actually getting support and buffs out there while you're doing it. Which you could also put an S tier. That's up to y'all. Let's see though. And then we have oh, this is the royal thing. Okay, hold up. Wait, did I do? Oh, did the other one give me royal? Did I see a royal thing up there, or it didn't give me royal? Oh, because it's the prince. Okay, prince is his own thing. My bad, chat. My brain was not thinking. My brain was not thinking for a second. Okay, my brain was thinking. My brain was not thinking, chat. That is my apologies. My brain was not braining. Okay, now of course this is pretty good. This could be S tier. And I think every royal ability is S tier to some degree, or it has to be S tier to some other degree. Where's that? My brain's not thinking. Where's the other stuff at? I guess they're not including the royal ones because I think they would think that every royal one is just top tier. So yeah, I would say this, most of the royal ones are just definitely S tier. None of that heads out. Now this is just random, just weak stuff. I mean, I honestly didn't care. Okay, here's the only reason why I'm gonna put it at C tier because I put it at like the very low B tier. I think it's like the very low of the tier list at the moment compared to other ones at the moment. But yeah. The abilities are not all that great. Obviously, you see, they just have each different thing. The only thing that's good about it is the magic attack thing. If there's another mage user. But even then, you gotta have every mage user out there to make something work. Now, this one's just the medium stuff. Then it's saying, okay, you get MP every time you're buffed up, which means you also gotta realize, though, someone has to be buffing you for this thing to even work in play to help you out, which is the main problem. You're gonna need someone to do that, and that kind of just messes up the thing for it though. But then it increases the strength and hit rate of senses, which is pretty much the thing where you just do a double attack unless you crit them, then you can keep your thing up. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, but yeah, it's still kind of crap. It's still kind of crap. Like, let's keep it. It's still kind of crap. It's still kind of crap compared to the other thing. And then you have this, which Magic Link. This one is your better bet. It's Magic Link, and then increase the magic attack by 15%, which is pretty good. Now this is still good, just it's not as better as the other thing. But it's better to a certain degree than another degree. Which we can go ahead and get Elemental Mastery. Elemental Mastery can go up to here. It's just not as much, but it's something. And now Warlock, which I think is the better one, definitely deserves close to an S tier, but I don't think it's S tier. I think it could be at that high A tier or around that A tier. Okay, it's Warlock. Okay, yeah. Cypher's really great ability. Alright, and then, then MP thing's pretty good as well, and the will gets MP after they beat an enemy. Or some things of the item. But yeah, you get that, and it's pretty good as well. So yeah, definitely a good A tier, though. If you want to put S tier, you could, but yeah. Which I'll leave put it above Soul Hacker just because of that effect alone. Okay. Alright, now, anyway, Healer. Now, like I said, I'm sorry, it's been going on for so long. Crap, my bad. My stomach's like growling like I want food. I'm like, dang. So, yeah. And then after this, I could explain how I feel about the game. And the good things about the game, and then the bad things about the game. And then we go from there. Okay, so we got weak light attacks, which I honestly think for what it's worth, it's pretty good. And I think it's one, like I said, the best things to have out there in, like, the very beginning is to have a healer, obviously. And I would low-key put it at, like, actually, I would put it at A. I'll put it at an A, actually, because it's actually rather good. It's actually rather good compared to the other things. Then you get this, and then this is when it gets to better to, oh my goodness, this thing's so good. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes from there, chat. Then it gets to, oh, Cleric is now going at A tier. And then the Savior is at S tier. And I think y'all understand when it comes to that chance. So, chat, here's what we'll start doing, though. From now on, though, I'll explain about all in general with these items, because they put all of them in here. Which is kind of not great for me to have, but I'll do it. Just for the benefit of it. And then the night one, which... Let's go to night. Which, night is naturally decent. Now, here's where that one becomes B tier. I would say it's slightly better than Swordmaster. Okay, so yeah, you get that. Then Magic Knight, which... This is the one with the guard, right? No. It takes LS for a single turn. For a single turn, which is Magic Knight is still okay. Actually, let's put it here. Actually, Knight here, Magic Knight here, and then Paladin is the one where you do that. Okay, Paladin can be an A tier. Paladin can be A tier because that's when it comes to a very better thing. All right, so yeah, then you got that. And then you have Dark Knight, which Dark Knight is pretty good because this is when you have the other stuff in it. And if you mix it all with the other things you have for Royal Knight, you're kind of cooking. So, where is Dark Knight? Paladin and them are naturally good for each other. So, yeah. Alright, so we get this. And then Brawler is, I'm pretty sure it's just slightly good. Roy Knight is just S tier, we know that. This is, you know, good for HP stuff. Makes you forget, and I've been spamming that move a lot, so it's pretty good. Take defense up, and then HP, that's just naturally around the B tier, like I said. I would say it's right here-ish, I'll say. Because if you play it right, you actually can do a lot of stuff. High voltage and stuff, you can increase your strike attack. I just think it's just good enough to a certain extent, but not by much. Alright, and then you do this, and then you can start putting stuff on it. You can start healing and get rid of them buffs, even though it's kind of random. And then Unyielding Blood, which is pretty good, and it should be around S tier-ish, but I mean, for just that one ability in itself. That's if you go down, though. Where's martial arts? Yeah, right there, perfect. We actually can put it at the high top tier of A. Actually, that's what's around me. Unless you want to put it like around the middle A, but Tycoon is the best one though. But this one is, it's good for what it's worth. So Merchant is good for what it's worth. So I will give it that A-ish that it needs. And then Tycoon can be that S, I'm sure, right? Because what it does is it increases a lot of stuff for you and helps you out with other almighty attacks. So yeah, Tycoon could be that S tier we need. Now, Thief is naturally a good B. Oh. We gotta go for Gunner? Oh, we gotta go for Gunner. What's Gunner for? Let's see, Sleep Shot, everything else is good because it gives you Maskukaja and stuff, so it's pretty good. I do think it's a good thing for what it's worth. So I think low A is just beneficial for it. And then the other one for it, which is this, which is Sniper. Sniper is okay. I mean, it's something, like it's something, right? Like it's something. I honestly can't say it's much better, but it's something. At least it's something. And then you have this one, which is, it has other attacks, but it's only for back row, which is fine. Then you have Unspeakable Will, which that's pretty good to an A tier-ish. Think of Dragoon is Dragoon, I forgot. It's agreeable to some extent. Let's put it right here, actually. Yeah, right here, actually. Never mind, I think it was like that. Alright, now Thief. Thief is good in its own way because it has Plunder Magic, which is also good for when you need to just grind out stuff. So it's pretty good. Let's see. Then it's Assassin, and then it's with Assassin's pretty good. I think it's really good because it gives you MP and has a heavy damage attack. And then you have the Ninja Will, which this one's pretty good as well. So yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, let's just get these two up here. So Assassin can be at, where did I put Thief at? Thief here. I'll put Thief a little higher than this because it actually has some more better use. And then you have Ninja, which Ninja is up to here in my opinion. For what it's worth, because it has a lot of agility to help heist me out. Okay, now Faker. Faker is definitely around A tier. The only reason it's not at very, very high A tier is because of the fact that it has like 2 weaknesses, sadly. But yeah. But yeah, it has, like I said, all this stuff. And it has a Faker's Forgery, Roguery, which is like 75 MP. That takes a lot. You can forget, make them forget, or it adds or removes a turn at random. So it's like a very iffy wild card option. Then you have Member Card, like I said, so it's pretty good though. And this makes it an S tier. And this makes it an S tier. So Trickster can be an S tier. I'm not explaining what's going to be at what tier, honestly. I'll change the other parts of it when I need to with S tier, but yeah. Commander, I honestly think Commander is just naturally just goated no matter what. Because Maricucha has the Vigor thing, that's pretty good. The Flame Vanguard, then you have the other thing, which is pretty good because you'll definitely need it, so it's definitely A tier. I would say S tier, but yeah, I'll say A tier. Mass Dancer. Mass Dancer is iffy, but I just don't care about it as much. It's just there just to give you another thing out there to waste items and just go from there. Summoner is way better than that thing in the first place. But you do need to buy stuff along with it as well. But I think it's a lot better than Mass Dancer. Berserker definitely is better than this. Put it up here. Okay, that low A tier. General is definitely, where did I put around S? You can put it around S, but I'll put it like high A right here, and then I'll put the Warlord at S tier. Now Persona Master, still the same thing. It's still crap at the end of the day. Crap is still crap. Just gets you light stuff, so it's not by much. Then the other thing, which is pretty much gonna be an A tier. Now the Royal other one is pretty good though, and then Destroyer is pretty much still at A tier. There we go. Actually, wait, hold up. Actually, what I thought. Boom. Actually, put it right here. Actually, there you go, chat. That is the list that we have here. Now, chat. Before I end stream with this wonderful thing, I'm gonna explain a few things of what I liked about the game, the things I didn't like about the game. So I'm gonna explain it in a very simple way. That way, I'm not boring y'all to death or nothing. But there are things I like about the game, which, you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually explain it on a YouTube video. I'm explaining on a YouTube video. So chat, don't even worry. I'm explaining on a YouTube video. So don't even worry about it. I'll do that for you too. But yeah, thank you, chat, for showing love on the stream. I appreciate it. It's all the love and support. I appreciate it. I will have like a list of things of what I liked about the game and what I hate about the game. So that if someone wants to look at it without getting spoiled, that is perfectly fine. I'll only just be saying the stuff that's in the game. So if y'all like to play it or y'all are interested to see it, if y'all want to play this very great, the best game of all times when it comes to Atlas games and JRPG games, you go for it. But yeah, I will stop it here. Thank y'all for love on the stream, and I will see y'all tomorrow though. Peace and love y'all. Yee.